Watching the archives on YouTube, I apologize. We just got very, very unlucky against a Shardless player in Game 1. I've now started recording for Game 2. I apologize you missed a game of the match. Everyone in stream that was watching it live can tell you how unlucky we got. Our opponent had 2 Force of Wills and then Shardless Agent into a Hymn to Torok. I don't really have plans for when I'm in Charlotte. I'm flying in Friday night, and that's all I really have right now. Turn 1 Sin Prodder sounds great. Not even a fourth of the way. This is literally the first time we put Sin Prodder on the table. Wait and see what our revealed cards are. A link to my YouTube channel is below the stream or on the right side. If you've never seen it before. If you missed any of this stream or any other streams, I archive all of my streams on there. So, and like this stream, if you don't care for every format or every deck that we're playing, when I post the archives, I break them up by, woo! Druid Evercool! Woo! Trigger! Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Did I miss one? No, I think I got it, right? There was one new one. Yeah, I got Blind Flipmonger. Arhuvis, he turns into a gremlin. I'm sorry to anyone whose ears I just broke. You can have this one. I'm gonna tweet this. That's a good picture. Sin Prodder's very first trigger. Sin Prodder's very first trigger, just like show you Evercool. Ah, yeah. No, so that's one thing I've seen. If it's your first time by the stream, I only play Constructed Magic and Constructed Hex on this stream. So there are plenty of very wonderful and talented people on Twitch that stream a ton of Limited, but I am not one of them. So I enjoy playing Constructed, so that is what I play. So that's what you're gonna find here on stream. Oh no, he's gonna take our sneak attack away. I loved my sneak attack. That's unfortunate. And look, now we don't have to draw this land. That's great. That's perfect. Take 0, bin it. Oh yeah, draw Inferno Titan instead. Don't mind if I do. I don't. I've played Magic Online Cube occasionally, but I don't stream it usually. The last time I played Cube, I wasn't even streaming regularly, so. $15. We're gonna get there too. When I told my wife I put a goal for 24 hours, she goes, "That's fine. It's your funeral." And there's a ton of people that stream Limited. Like, nothing against people that enjoy playing and watching Limited. Like, you do you. Magic games like Magic and Hex are great because there are a lot of different things to a lot of different people. I just play what I enjoy, which is Constructed. So Liliana here is going to kind of suck. I guess Liliana's not even that bad. We just get to cast Inferno Titan next turn. Yeah, like I say, you know, people that don't read the chat, like, why even bother? Abrupt decay. No! No, my sin prodder! No, my lovely, come back! Come back, my poor sin prodder! Belcher got second at the box. My poor sin prodder. My poor sin prodder. Is that good? I can't tell if this is good. I think we have to play the Inferno Titan first. Kill those guys. Liliana's going to be bad for us here, but anything other than that, I think we're okay. I guess Maelstrom Pulse isn't great. Alright. That's bigger. That's bigger than an Inferno Titan. Sneak attack? Never forget, magic is a skill game. Etc., etc. Please? 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 He didn't have force last turn. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, we're doing it. Squad goals. Squad goals. Ding. Ding. Ah, he didn't even let us put Emrakul in. How rude. How rude. This doesn't even let us put the Emrakul in. That's so unfortunate. We're just the unluckiest.
He's a pro at the stairs.
Good.
He didn't even try to
6-7, not so big anymore. Yep.
turn right around and did it himself.
I think this is a mulligan. So we've got Lotus Petal and Spirit Guide and Soul Lands to play this on turn 1.
Are you confused?
You've beaten Miracles, yep. Yeah, I think this is a mull. Like, we just got so many turn 1 Blood Moon hands. Like this, turn 1 Blood Moon. Keep, Scry. I think we want the land here because it lets us cast the sneak attack. No Thoughtseize. No Thoughtseize, no Force. No Thoughtseize, no Force. Say it with us, honey. No Thoughtseize, no Force. No Thoughtseize, no Force. That's the first one. No Thoughtseize. Hey, honey, you want to play?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to click the City of Traders.
The mountain?
The City of Traders. There you go.
Click it.
Yep. And you're going to play the Lotus Petal.
Click it.
Yep. And then you're going to tap the Lotus Petal for red mana. Princess Jake. Yeah, there's Hex TCG browser. Click Lotus Petal for red mana.
It's hard to tell which one's which.
I know, right? The UI is great.
Why are all the cards look different? That really bothers me.
Tap City of Traders.
They're so ugly.
Cast your Blood Moon.
They're so ugly.
All right, hit F. Hopefully he doesn't have Abrupt Decay. He could have Abrupt Decay here. If he has Abrupt Decay, that's going to be unfortunate. He's got some respect. This whole basic swamp thing is rude. F6. Or F, sorry. It is F6.
You made it match Hex. Make it easier on yourself.
No, I made Hex match this. That's the key to me for all. Play Sandstone Needles, and then pass the turn.
Didn't it used to be F6?
Yep.
Why did it change to F?
Because once upon a time, I used to remote in from my Chromebook to my Windows machine, and that didn't have F keys. So I got used to using non-F keys. Oh no, we're getting Abrupt Decayed. That's unfortunate. It is, in fact, almost Mother's Day.
He's so confused. Those mountains are ugly too.
The mountains are supposed to be ugly. That's the game.
They don't, like, I don't feel like they should be red manas.
Christy comes out and goes, the mountains are ugly. And I was like, oh yeah, they're doing their job. Oh no, don't take my sneak attack. Don't do it. Don't take my sneak attack, opponent. Got both of our spells.
Wait, you're gonna extend from whenever you hit 50 another 24 hours?
No, we're going to extend to 24 hours. Maybe I should reword that.
You should reword that. Because you could be putting yourself at like a 48-hour stream. And that's your fault because you gotta watch the kids on Monday.
Play a mountain. Pick whichever one you think is uglier. Right? Oh god, I've lied in my advertising.
You did lie in your advertising. Because this, when I read this, it says 24-hour extension, which means you add 24 hours.
Counter target spell if it's blue. Get wrecked, nerd. So we're mostly dead here. We could have a chance, but our opponent had this weird basic swamp in their deck for some reason. I don't understand this whole basic swamp business that our opponent has.
If he does 48 hours and gets through it. By the time that's over, I'll be at work, though, and you'll have to be up with the kids still.
I know, so that's not happening. No!
72-hour stream, what?
We're gonna lose to Shardless. I feel so bad. I feel like I lose my big red card if we lose against to Shardless.
I think Hex should sue WotC for using the term shard.
I love you. So we could like run off sneak attack into Fatty here. That's like the curve we need. His hymns were really good this game. All right, well there's through the breach. So if I guess we hit Fatty into land, that's probably still not good enough.
Non-stop stream till Indy.
Trinisphere makes your opponent have to pay 3 more mana for Cascade. So basically, it interacts favorably with Cascade.
If he has to stream for 96 hours, y'all have to watch for 96 hours.
Add Mukbang as a stretch goal.
Badly cropped out X.
K-Smith78_2 with the sub. Kevin, you know you could have just donated, right? I'm assuming that's the same as K-Smith1. We're doing $5 donations also count as a sub.
He made another Twitch account so he could sub twice.
Probably.
That's cute.
I caught bits and pieces of Bruce by 72-hour meltdown. Stream.
That sounds awful.
So, like, that's... I always set 12-hour goals because 12 seems manageable. I've never done... I know I did 24 hours once back at the old townhouse, didn't I?
Yeah, before we had kids.
Before we had kids. I am old now.
You are not wrong. What is this?
I'm married today. Look at that.
You haven't worn that in like months.
Yeah, I saw it on the desk when we were leaving, and I decided to put it on.
When's the last time you wore this? Like,
Well, I don't remember.
Christmas?
Yeah, probably. We do have quite the number of viewers today, and I'd like to say thank you to all a little over 1,300 people still hanging out here. If it's your first time by the stream, welcome. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a professional Magic the Gathering player, and we stream Constructed Magic and Constructed Hex TCG on this stream. If you've never been by before, thank you for stopping by.
Just yelling at that card.
If you enjoy the constructed content we put on here, I'd appreciate if you show that support by doing a follow or sub below. If we hit the 50 sub/donation goal, we're going to extend the stream from 12 to 24 hours today. We are currently heading towards hour 6. But it's the ad I keep watching, right? Oh, well, no worries. Oh, yes. Thank you to Watsy for making this 12-hour stream possible, you know, and all of these viewers. Adam the Greek with the 4-month resub. I appreciate the continued support, mate. You bring us
I
to
love the giggles.
you bring us to 30 out of 50.
Somebody else should do that so we can hear the giggles again.
You've seen the 4-color 8-second standard? I have not. I don't have a standard. I don't have a standard event for 4 or 5 weeks, so I haven't really been looking at the format.
Was the sandwich good that I made you?
The sandwich was wonderful, honey.
I'm so good at sandwiches. Would you say that I'm an expert sandwich maker?
You are.
I made it barefoot in the kitchen too.
Were you barefoot in the kitchen?
Yeah.
You better not be pregnant.
Just not pregnant.
Were they good? Okay, I haven't. This is the first, like the last round was the first match we tried them in, so. Jeff Hogland to the feature match area. That head judge, he was butchering everyone's name.
Like, Hoogland is a fine...
Willem with the brand new sub. Welcome to the stream, mate. I appreciate the support. Thank you very much. Getting close.
I think Hoogland is a fine, like, mistake. But Hogland, come on.
With her bare feet.
Incoming feminist meltdown. Hashtag Creaturelands.
Hashtag Creatureland. Yep. And it was on, if you've never had, it was tomato basil bread from Panera. It's super delicious.
Basically the best bread in existence. What's wrong?
What's wrong, toddler? The artifact in the sideboard is Trinisphere. It makes all spells cost at least 3. Yeah, I don't even really correct people when they say Hoogland. Is that how they say it wrong? Hoogland? They say Hoogland
But
because
Hogland, come on.
yeah, Hoogland is at least phonetic. Tranos with the brand new sub. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate the support. Thank you very much.
Oh, listen to the giggles. Wait, did you get this one?
Yeah, I did. That was the one I just got. It was the same one. There was
Oh,
different.
that comes before you do that.
If there's no other
Oh, there was a
notification.
following.
Yeah, so it waits and does them in order. Have you ever heard Frank Karsten pronounce your name? I've not. It is a Dutch name. What does this hand do?
I think you should pick something different than Pokemon.
This
They don't
hand,
match the stream, really.
man, this hand just needs a mountain. If this hand, K Smith with the $5 donation on top of it. Yeah, we're gonna be doing 24 hours. It looks like.
Do you update the number too then?
Yep. So it looks like we are on Hilarious Max with the resub. We're just going to get there sooner rather than later. Pushing it along. Thank you very much. I'm going to keep this. This hand's like really good with a Mountain or a Lotus Petal or a Simian Spirit Guide. And we could get punished for this, but you don't play this deck to not keep hands like this. Thank you for all the constructed MTG content you pump out. I love that you post all your streams on YouTube without music, so the commentary doesn't get muted. Thank you for the support, mate. You bring us to 37 out of 150 with a $15 donation, so thank you for that.
I thought it was just 50, not 150.
Hmm?
You said 150.
Did I? I said out of 50. All right. Maybe I said it wrong. Okay, sweet. Well, this is a deck where we want Sin Prodder, I think, so let's see how this goes. So the play next turn is going to be Seething Song into Chalice into Blood Moon, or possibly Seething Song into Chalice into Sin Prodder. Okay. Well, hopefully there's not a 2-drop on top of his deck. Yeah, I think it's Song Chalice Prodder here, and then we can Blood Moon the following turn. Hopefully there's not a 3 on top of his deck. That would be really bad for us. All right, there's a land on top. So if he doesn't have force, we're probably in a pretty good spot here, right?
Can I have a card?
Chalice on 1's very good in this matchup.
Can I play? What'd your brother do? Really?
Oh, you wanted me to Chalice on 1 and then lose my land? Yeah, I don't think that's very good. I think I'd rather just Chalice on 2 here. The odds of him playing 1-mana spells in a second turn are pretty low.
He just flipped his vehicle and he's laughing about it.
Yeah, he's a psychopath.
He was inside.
We definitely could worming here is playing super loose, I think. And actually, if he forces this, I might just play Blood Moon. I might just play Blood Moon regardless. Yeah, the thinning hairline does not do good for my age. I am, in fact, only 25. He's on 2 non-basics here. This Blood Moon might just win the game. It turns off his fetch land, too. Yeah, actually, I think regardless of what happens to this, I'm jamming the Blood Moon. I think turning off his fetch lands with his counterbalance lock-in play is worthwhile here. And he's in the tank, so I think he has force, and he's thinking about whether or not he needs to interact with this. JChick87, thank you, Mr. Chickarillo. It's been a while, bud. Next time I get up into Chicago, if you're still living up there, I might need to hang out. But is that the 3rd shirt my wife has worn today? I haven't been keeping track.
Wore 3 shirts today? No, I just took the other one off. I was wearing 2 layers.
You probably heard that. She had layers. She's like an onion.
And then I had a sweater too.
I'm an old and bitter 25, so it's not too surprising. Get off my lawn, kids!
I thought you were at least 30. Aw, poor honey.
I do in fact look like an old man.
How old am I? Let's see how old they think I am. Squishy and sweet. I'm squishy and sweet, honey. Does that mean does squishy mean fat? Is that just a polite way of saying fat? No, wait. Let the geek. 47.
40.
Use your band hammer.
Use the band hammer.
35. Band hammer these people.
K-Olgs with the sub. Welcome to the stream, mate. I appreciate the support.
People, that's kind of fair. 19, 18. Waiting for somebody. Oh, somebody did say 17, honey.
Yes.
You're gonna get in trouble.
If she was 17, we'd be in a lot of trouble. Hapless Magician, I'm looking forward to the Hex content. Thanks for the stream. Yep, we're gonna stream some Hex after
39.
after this league.
23 going on 70.
Am I allowed to tell them your actual age?
No.
No.
You never guess a woman's age.
All right, so we just need some lands, some huge tracts of lands. That's a problem. Yeah, my older son is 2. That is correct.
If anyone said under 19, there's a problem because isn't your kid almost 2? Yeah. Yeah, so the person who said 17, oh, honey, you're getting arrested.
We are going to court at some point here. We are almost 6 hours into my what's likely going to be a 24-hour stream here.
All right, you can tell them that I'm older than you.
Christy is older than me. That is correct. All right, Lotus Petal, Sin Prodder.
Woo! What's wrong? Oh, did Declan take your cars? Come here. Did Declan take your cars?
Oh, top here is pretty good, right? He's probably floating a land on top of his deck.
Did they believe me?
All right, well. Christy and I actually met in Boy Scouts. Toddler is not happy.
He didn't nap very long.
He might go to bed soon, then.
Yeah.
He was up early. Saying out Blood Moon and Progress for Pyroblast, Sudden Shock, Trundle, finish your other 2 cards relatively. Alright, is this resolving? It's Christy with a K and an I at the end.
Yeah, I don't know who this Chris.
I can't move. My headset's on.
I'm gonna fall.
Can we get the story? Yeah, he's fine. There is a co-ed branch of Boy Scouts in the United States called Venturing for males and females ages 14 to 21. And Christy and I were part of the same venture crew growing up. He terminus my sin prodder. How rude. That's so rude. Yeah, I do. I cut my hair short fairly often. I just, also my hair keeps growing. It's really annoying.
And now you're running away. I just opened the door for you.
Which other pros do I play test with for opens? Matt Bamonte and I is another writer for MTG Card Market. He's a local here in Bloomington with me. So he and I test for events together. But other than that, it's just me, Matt, and then Ryan Hoovis is another. Yeah, Venture Scouting was great. I really, really enjoyed it. My dad was an Eagle Scout. My brothers are Eagle Scouts. I am not an Eagle Scout because let's say I'm lazy. Oh, Jesus, is this going to resolve? There's no way this resolves, right? Wow, the squad's coming next turn. Bring the squad. Squad goals. Squad goals happening. Activate. No, wait. Magic Online, come back. Come back, Magic Online. Even Magic Online wants us to play Hex. Yeah, I'm only going to put out 2 guys here. He needs double white for Council's Judgment. So I'm actually going to board out... I board out Blood Moon in this matchup. Andrew, thank you, Klets. I appreciate the support. Getting us closer. All night long, all night long. So, believe it or not, the card that I normally play in my sideboard in this deck doesn't work on Magic Online. Who's surprised? If you're surprised in the audience, you can raise your hand. I'm not surprised. So, normally I play, oh no, Chalice is good. What am I doing? We want Chalice. We want to cut Seething Song and Blood Moon. So, normally I play a card called Pyromancy in my sideboard in Paper. I got 10th with it at the 120-ish player classic in Milwaukee. But Pyromancy is broken on Magic Online. So we can't play it, which is unfortunate. So I'm cutting these 8 cards, and we're bringing in a Chandra Flamecaller. We're bringing in the 4th Sin Prodder, some Trinispheres, some Sudden Shocks, and some Pyroblasts here. You sided to Wall of Roots. This hand's a tough keep. I think we have to mulligan this. I like keeping hands that have a lot of mana in this matchup because the games tend to go a little bit long. This hand can't do anything on the first turn of the game. Like if this was an Ancient Tomb or a City of Traders, I think I'd keep and just turn 1 a Sin Prodder. But I think I want a hand that just has more lands in it. Yeah, this hand's not stellar, but it's a keep, I think. We're going to bottom a non-mountain here. Jeskai is clearly the best modern deck on Magic Online because Drawing Simian Spirit Guide here would be great because it would allow us to cast this and protect it with Pyroblast. That being said, I'm just jamming this, obviously. If we get Spell Pierced, we get Spell Pierced. Get Forced. Force is fine. Man, if we would have drawn Simian Spirit Guide there and would have gotten to pitch to cast this, that would have been so good. Mountain. 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 Ugly mountain, please, Wes. Please. We are currently playing Mono Red Sneak Attack, which is a legacy deck of obnoxious proportions. This is why we boarded out the Blood Moons for reference. The game 1 where we got him with a Blood Moon is very, very rare. If he has Jace here, that wouldn't be great for us. Although I guess we could just Pyroblast the Jace, right? Alright, Sin Prodder. Show him a 6-drop. Anything 3+ here is really good. Oh yeah! Give me the Griselbrand. Give me the Griselbrand. Gimme. Lord, this card is good. This card is great. Opponent has to read Sin Prodder, yep. He put the Griselbrand in the graveyard. He put the Griselbrand in the graveyard. I was like, wait, why did he go to 7? Oh god. Oh god, why did he take 8 damage? Why did he take 8 damage? Give me the Spirit Guide. Come on. Come on. Give me the Spirit Guide. Give me the Spirit Guide. Come on. Give me the Spirit Guide. See, if you hadn't taken 8 last turn, you could take 3 this turn. But now you got to give me the Spirit. What? All right, attack for 3, I guess. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'd just be up 11 life if I was our opponent, but you know, teach their own. Nice fetch land. You know? Alright. Alright. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm going to restart Magic Online here really quick because the client is lagging something fierce because it is a quality piece of trash. Sin Prodder was 3 mana, kill target opponent. Yep. We have the 4th Sin Prodder on the board. Don't worry, we have all 4. We have access to all 4. Opponent decided they didn't want to live on this planet anymore. Don't worry, we're gonna play a digital CCG that's been made this decade very soon. As soon as we're done big reading people, we're gonna play some Hex. See Pikachu running on screen there. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate the support. And of course, Magic Online doesn't remember how you organize things. So now I have to manually reorganize everything here, which also takes a little while. Oh, this program. Man, I can only imagine what would have happened if Wizards of the Coast, instead of suing Hex, instead of like demanding a settlement, they would have just been like, "You have to have your people rebuild Magic Online for us." Like that. That would have been good for them. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Maybe sub Tybalt. This is and Legacy. So I had a period in my life where I wasn't enjoying Legacy, and you'll see that you go back about, it's probably about 2 years now. There's a lot of negative feedback from the Legacy community, in my opinion, about the format. And then I realized what I was doing wrong. In order to truly enjoy Legacy, you have to embrace the degenerate things that Legacy enables, like this, like mono red sneak attacking people. This is the heart and soul of what makes Legacy great. Yeah, the prizes on Magic Online are atrocious too. Like it's so good. Like right now on Hex, the new set just released, so packs are really high still. You turn a profit going 3-3 in Hex constructed gauntlets right now. Whereas in Magic Online, you go 3-2 and you like get exactly your money back. This is the deck I made Chris cry with. I turn one Blood Mooned him in one of our games, and I turn one Sneak Attacked him in another. I spent a lot of time playing fair Mother of Runes and Godok Teeg decks in Legacy, and once I really just embraced what the format is, I started enjoying myself. And the ugly, you mean these beauties? Look at how beautiful these are. Three two is getting him right. Like you put 8 tickets in, you get 80 play points back. Like it's sad with the queues. Yep. Legacy queues take a little while. Yeah. Andrew Heiser is the one that has helped popularize this deck in addition to myself. So he's actually the one that lends me the physical cards when I play this deck in paper tournaments, and him and several others in the Minneapolis area play this at Legacy events. I do okay for myself. Like there was a point before they changed everything up on Magic Online where I was like consistently cashing out $100 to $200 worth of tickets every month, and now I'm lucky if I cash out 50. Play Nahiri in this deck. We might put Nahiris in this deck just as like an experiment at some point. It'll require retooling the mana base a little bit, though. This deck is not Belcher. This deck has lots of must-answer threats and can easily fight its way through Disruption. When I played this deck to a 5-2 finish at the event in What is the standard of play like for Hex? I'm not sure what you mean by standard of play, Top. Like what aspect? Like the you mean like the quality of opponents or the quality of the client or like the game mechanics itself? The game itself has really sweet mechanics and pretty deep interactions, and I enjoy it a lot. All right, we lost the die roll. That's unfortunate. We have turn 1 Chalice, turn 2 Blood Moon, though, so that's probably fine. How do you feel with the Twitter exchange before between you and Chris? If so, what's your opinion? It probably contributed to it. Like, I just thought it was funny that Chris was complaining about Modern being non-interactive, and then I just got to play this, like, super non-interactive Legacy deck and crap on him. Like, that was excellent. Quality of opponent. You know, it's kind of hard to judge. My gut says, on average, the average person playing Constructed on Hex right now is probably a bit lower than the competency of the average Magic player or average Moto grinder. Do you have any suggestions for getting away from just playing Tribal and Hex? Also, no. We talk about Magic when we're playing Hex. We can talk about Hex when we play Magic. Like, get away from Tribal. There's a few different non-Tribal decks in Hex. You can just take a look at Hex meta. Oh, God, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. Oh, no. Oh, no, we're so dead. How are we dead? Oh, that. Okay. That's definitely a thing. Okay. Good stuff. Both teams tried hard. GG. Both teams tried their darndest. Make Magic great again. You know, I think I'm supposed to board down some of the Breach package in this matchup. They go off with Goblins a lot, so I'm going to bring in Klasm and Chandra. I'm going to cut down on these. I'm going to trim some through the Breaches, I think. And then, I'm not 100% sure how I want to play this now. It changes a little bit now that I have Sin Prodder in my deck, I think. I feel like this hand isn't good enough. I feel like I have too many turn one Chalices and Trinispheres and just like Sin Prodder and other disruption. Klasm's pretty good. Like a lot of the time they do try and kill us with Goblins. I'm gonna mulligan this though. This has turn 1 Chalice for one, so that's probably fine. The deck list for black, yep. Turn 1 Grey Ogre. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. I think we're going turn 1 Chalice for one, turn 2 Grey Ogre though. Bottom. I guess you know what? There might have been an argument for going turn 1 Chalice for 2 here. There could have definitely been an argument for playing Chalice for 2 there. Chalice on zero is definitely a thing. I like on the play playing. Ugh. Well, that's not great. So now we really want to draw a Trinisphere or another Chalice or a Magus of the Moon or a Blood Moon. Some 3 mana or less interaction with our opponent. Well, I'm glad we didn't Chalice for 2 because Abrupt Decay would have just like savaged us. See Pikachu running on screen there. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate the support. Correct. Yep. So maybe should have put Chalice on 0. I feel like I put Chalice on 1 too often against our opponent's deck. Playing Naya Burn. Any tips or advice? The best piece of advice I can give a new tournament Magic player is that there's no such thing as too much communication between you and your opponent. You can never articulate where you are at or clarify what you are currently doing in the game state too much. Just when in doubt, more is good. Like talk to your opponents about what you're doing and what is going on and make sure that everything's clear at all times. The second piece of advice I can give is don't be afraid to call a judge. A lot of new players I found have this thing in the back of their mind where like if you're calling a judge, you're doing something like scummy or you're trying to get your opponent in some way. Judges are there to help you. So if there's ever any doubt in your mind about anything that's going on in a game, just call for a judge. You have a question about a card interaction, talk to the judge away from the table. Opponent is playing Tess, the Epic Storm. It does look like we're getting close to the 24-hour. Slow and steady. So we've got 6 hours to get $30 in subs or donations, so might get there. The Grey Ogre beatdown, 3-turn clock here. Yep, $5 donation. We're counting as 1 sub since subs are $5 a pop. I haven't really thought about changes to my Mardu standard deck because I don't have a standard event for a while and I want to look at how these GPs shape up. The differences between Tess and Ant is a good question in Legacy. So Tess is the slightly faster deck. It's like a turn 1.5 deck, whereas Ant is like a turn 2.5 deck. And the big difference is Tess plays Chrome Mox and Burning Wish, whereas Ant plays war cantrips, usually like Infernal or Demonic, Infernal Tutor or the new 5-mana Dark Petition. Personally, when I play Storm, I prefer to play Tess because I like a good toolbox. But you know, they're both good. Ant's the slightly more popular. Can you send the standard Mardu list? The standard Mardu list, you want to look at the post in. Let me find my article. It's an extension to 24 hours, so we're gonna do 24 hours total. People asking about the Mardu deck in standard. Oh no, are we dead? Do your thing, opponent. Probably dead. I assume this is dead or making a bunch of goblins. It could also just be going for... No, we're dead. Okay. Okay, this could just be goblins. I don't think the storm count's lethal yet. You just like too much pressure from these and wants to make goblins now? Yeah. Well, another guy to block sounds good. Probably still dead. Definitely still dead. Yep, not a problem. I'm going to GP Charlotte in 2 weeks, which is a modern Grand Prix. All right, well, we have Pyroclasm as an out here. We've got one Pyroclasm in the deck, and it can't be our top card. It has to be 2 cards down, because the top card is going to get shown to Sin Prodder. Tess and Antar for nerds. Real men play Doomsday. Back in my day. So very, very likely dead here. Opponent just had good interaction for our disruption in this game. Please, Great Worth, put Pyroclasm 2 cards down. Oh no, I should have put 2 in front of here. And then I could have threw the breached. GG, opponent.
Do you need anything?
No, I'm doing
Do
good.
you eat lots of coffee pills?
Nah, I'm okay.
And something to eat?
No, I'm okay too.
And something to drink?
I've got things. You're the best.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, see you at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, something like that.
You're gonna be miserable Monday.
Was there a donation? Did I miss one? Oh no! Did I miss it? I'm gonna go check. There was a yep, Patrick Smith, put it over the top. All right. We got there, ladies and germs. Rip, rip, rip. A countdown timer. Nothing we can't do when thousands of nerds don't come together. Oh no! Don't fail the queue. 24-hour hype! Gregory Ganna with the $10 donation. Thank you. I appreciate it. We get more Nahiri. We are going to play more Nahiris. We're going to finish out. So my loose schedule. I'm going to update this 24-hour hype. My loose schedule here is that we're going to finish out this league with mono red, and then we are going to play some Hex Constructed, and then we're going to play some Chord after some Hex Constructed. Extra rip, Jeff. Where Hex is the game plan after this league. So we've got 2 more matches of mono red, then some Hex. So yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of Nahiri in the next 18 hours. How bad do we think I'm going to do with Chord at like the 13-hour or 14-hour mark? Yep, definitely have Dutch heritage. My family's been in the U.S. for a long time, though, so... A little Nahiri, a little not there. We played... What did we do? We went 2-3 with a Mardu Nahiri deck, and we went 3-2 with Jeskai Nahiri. It's okay if you don't enjoy Hex. You know, I don't enjoy certain formats of Magic, certain other games. Like, we're definitely gonna the first few matches of Hex we're gonna talk through a bunch of it. And if you're interested in checking out Hex and kind of getting a feel before we start playing it, you can check out my primer here. And you can even play through the tutorial yourself. You can download it for free on Steam. Can you please draft Triple Time Spiral? Yep, definitely plan to talk through a bunch of Hex. In fact, before we even play, we'll do a little mini deck tech of the deck that I'm playing and some of the interactions and how it works. Just kind of Nahiri in Standard. Yeah, I'm excited to find a Nahiri shell I want to play in Standard in a couple of weeks when we start working on that again. Considering I don't really draft, that would be... Any Pauper. We'll definitely play Pauper at some point. The Sin Prodders have been interesting. We're 1-2 in this league, but I don't think I attribute the losses that we've had to the Sin Prodder change. Sometimes you just run a little bit bad with this deck. Like, so it's a little bit more of a high variance deck. Sekatog already been. How hard did Chris Rage quit to get? He slammed his chair into the table hard enough that it disrupted the remaining matches still going on in the table. Round 10 instead of round 14. Well, that's good. If I buy Russian foil Nahiris and give them to you, will you use them? Probably. I definitely. We cut the Godo Batterskull package. So we had 2 Godos and a Batterskull in the main. I cut those for 3 Sin Predators, and then I added the 4th in the sideboard over the 3rd Pyroblast. Legacy is taking so long to queue. Why, Legacy? Why? Yeah, Godo's reasonable, but I feel like Godo and Sin Prodder will probably be good in similar matchups, so that's why I wanted to try Godo or Sin Prodder over the Godo package. Godo Bandit Warlord. So I can pull it up here. We could talk about it while we're waiting for this to queue. Godo Bandit. So Godo Bandit Warlord is a 3/3 that when it comes into play, you search your library for an equipment and put it directly into play. And then, so we get Batterskull with this basically. Oh, you know what? Let's open a copy of this deck. While we're waiting Big Red Nahiri. Let's do a thought experiment after this match while we wait for the next one to queue about adding Nahiri to the Big Red deck. That could be fun, right? Keep. This hand is a turn 2 Grizzlebrand, assuming our opponent doesn't interact with us. Which would be hot. Opponent's playing Manaless Dredge, so they should just be dead. So we're going to pitch this, we're going to do this, we're going to cast Seething Song. We're going to cast Seething Song. I have never thrown cards at an opponent. Like a T-Woo thought experiment, right? No, nothing quite that crazy. Draw some cards. Draw some cards. Activate this again. Get the squad into play here. Target my opponent. Okay. Activate again. Put my Sin Prodder into play. Activate again. Put my Simian Spirit Guide into play. So we're making that Battle of Wits deck. We are going to make a Battle of Wits deck at some point. Preferably near the 23-hour mark. No, I'm smarter than that. My opponent commented that I had the God Hand, and I was like, nah, the God Hand would have done this on turn 1. Alright, so Manaless Dredge. Obviously, we just want a pile of Trinispheres. And we don't want any Blood Moons. Probably don't mind an extra Sin Prodder. I have to imagine Chalice of the Void isn't particularly good. Chandra's probably fine. Magus of the Moon's probably fine because it's a 2-2. So I was actually thinking about going to the Legacy Grand Prix in Columbus, but then I looked on the event site and I saw Pez Professional Entertainment Services was running it, and I will never, ever, ever go to a Pez Magic event ever again if I can avoid it. It was super miserable. It was super awful. The last Grand Prix I went to was run by Pez. It was in Pittsburgh. Last year in November, and they had like 85-minute rounds, and it was awful. Like, I just go to a Legacy Open. I don't think I've actually played against Reed Duke. I've interacted with Reed Duke a number of times because he's played STG events before. Pittsburgh was a cluster. Blasterman was there. Carl Witt. Carl, good to see you in chat. This hand's a little slow. I should probably mulligan this against what our opponent's playing. This hand doesn't do anything. I think I have to keep this with a scry. Any tips? Like I mentioned earlier about going to a Grand Prix for the first opponent mulliganed. My opponent mulliganed? Does he board into a different combo with mana? Or maybe he's playing regular Dredge. Huh. Opponent's mulliganing to 4. They might not be on Manaless Dredge. Oh, I didn't realize that was over the top there. Okay. The opponent said, I've got this. So I guess he's conceding. He's mulliganing to whatever. Alrighty. Yeah, but I thought our opponent was playing Manaless Dredge at the time, so I don't think that turn 1 Magus is worthwhile. So, in a world where we want to play Nahiri, we need Arid Mesa. And unfortunately, we have to cut some of our beautiful mountains. Probably trim the sandstone needles. Put a couple of draft box planes in here. We're going to have to think about this. We're probably going to do this at some point during the stream, just for the funsies. It's probably much worse having a second color, but I would like to try it. I know, I don't have white bordered planes. I feel bad about it. Are we playing Manamorphose? That's a real question. Mishra's Factory Pass. Okay. Maybe I'm supposed to play Chalice on one there. The price on Eternal Magic cards really just don't go... They don't move that much. Eldrazi? Looking like Eldrazi? Alright, it is Eldrazi. So we just sneak attack in an Inferno Titan next turn, and sneak attack in an Inferno Titan the turn after that, and he dies? Sounds good. Draw Gristlebrand? Oh, we just sneak attack in 2 Titans this turn, and he dies. Got it. Got it. Had it. Never didn't have it. If you want a variety of constructed decks to pick from to get started in Hex, you should expect to spend somewhere between, if you want to just put money in and not grind the free currency, a lot of the constructed decks are somewhere between like $70 and $150. Yeah, the mono red, this red deck is very good against Eldrazi. Nice Chalice for 1, nerd. Good, solid turn 2 here. This is why Eldrazi is fair in Legacy. Hex is a digital CCG similar to Magic, but with a number of distinct differences, actually. Bring in Chandra, Sin Prodder, Magus of the Moon. Seems good. Call it a day. There are combo decks in Hex. A number of combo decks. This is Legacy. It's obnoxious when you win, and it's obnoxious when you lose. You think dual lands will be reserved list on Moto? I doubt that. We do have a ways to go. We are very early. We started this afternoon. Originally, I was only going to do 12 hours, and then I foolishly set a donation sub goal to extend to 24 hours, thinking we just wouldn't hit it, and then we hit it because you people are great. So we're gonna go for a while here. I don't know if there's a sneak attack deck in Vintage. So, Hex just had their fourth set release last week. So their constructed format's kind of in flux right now. They haven't had a large tournament since the new set released. So we don't have a lot of good data sources yet. We just have basically their equivalent of leagues, which are gauntlets that people have been playing in. So there's a lot of variety, and so I'm sure there'll be, probably, a half a dozen or so decks that end up being better than some of the other ones, but there's just a lot of different things going on right now. If you wanted a lot of value, you should offer each additional hour past 21st to 25. I would die, probably. Wear Toxin with the $10 donation. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it, mate. You hit the goal in half the time. Might need a larger gold X. Right? See, I'm still fumbling my way through this, Hapless. And 50 more subs. I just don't want to do 36 hours to myself. I haven't done a 24-hour stream in over a year, so it's been a while. I think the Rabbit Rock deck I've been playing in Hex is very, very good. I've been doing very well in all of the gauntlets I've been playing with it, and just like the style of like good stuff mid-range deck that it is great. Just generally, it's very powerful. So this is turn 2 Blood Moon, turn 3 Sin Prodder. Sounds wonderful. What was the goal for the goal to extend to 24 hours was 50 subs or $5 donations counting as one sub. So basically, $250 kicker, which you all very generously helped us beat very quickly. Get Christy to do the last 12. When did Emrakul add to Cord? We streamed the last daily with an Emrakul in Cord. That works. The barrier of entry to Hex, if you're buying into the game for cash, is a fraction of the cost of what it costs to get into Magic, and Hex has a fluid trading economy just like Magic and MTGO does, so you're not just like locked into this game that you can never get out of like you are Hearthstone. You can buy, sell, and trade cards in Hex, which is great. In fact, I didn't want to spend time grinding the free-to-play portion of Hex, so I just put I think I spent $70 buying the constructed deck that I started with, and now I've got a bunch of cards on it. Emrakul hit the board multiple times in Cord. Nahiri gets Emrakul. This hand is weak to turn 2 Thought Knot. It's 9:30 here, so the wife is watching a show with the kids upstairs, and they're going to be going to bed very soon. I will not be going to bed anytime soon, though. Yeah, man. We actually, the video set we recorded yesterday when we streamed with the Emrakul, we definitely won a game that we wouldn't have won without the Emrakul in our deck. I think the green-red aggressive decks are very good in Modern. We definitely quartered for the Emrakul once. That's true as well. There is going to be more Modern on the schedule at some point. Probably after Hex. We're gonna that's the game. We're gonna just pack it in here. So we're gonna play some Hex Constructed for a couple of hours, and then we're gonna move back into some Modern probably until the morning when the GP coverage starts again. Yeah, the Blood Sapphire Spiders deck is very, very good. If you're also looking for other combo decks, the Sapphire Ruby Azure Cannon deck is also great. So we're going to finish this matchup, then we're going to play some Hex, and then we're going to move back to Modern after that. So, again, we've got 18 hours to fill. We're going to play a little bit of everything. Kind of like doing something. Is it easy to play for free in Hex, or is it a grind? Well, the campaign part is easy to play for free. Like, if you want to get into the PvP for completely free, I'm not actually sure how much grinding it takes. Like I said, I just dumped, I think it was like $50 into it or whatever. Yeah, there are do nothing control decks in Hex. I don't have any of them on my account right now. But what's my land count? Our land count is 20. No, that's the wrong deck. We have like 20. It's all sort by converted mana cost. We have 19 lands here. What are its redeeming qualities? Alright, I would like to play first. I would like to cast a turn 1 Blood Moon. This hand needs to draw a lot of lands after it does that. Actually needs to draw 3 lands after it does that, right? But turn 1 Blood Moon on the plays. Probably a snap keep. Overwatch is the new Blizzard FPS, right? How is that? I haven't given that a try yet. Opponent mulligan to 5. Alright, this hand might not do anything for a while, but again, turn 1 Blood Moon. Go, good luck. We might have courted for Emrakul while we had Infinite Restoration Angels, just to say we could. My first Blizzard game was Diablo 1. Played that back on Windows 95, you know, good times. Just draw lands for the rest of the game, please. Please, Worth? Can we just draw nothing but lands for the rest of the game? He's surgically extracting my Lotus Petals. What a savage. Savage AF. Alright, there's the first land that we want to draw for the rest of the game. I'm not sure what Impromptu Raid does. Thorn. Okay, now we really need to draw a lot of lands. Alright, now the waiting game. See Pikachu running on screen there. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate the support. This is game 3. The opponent doesn't have lands either. We've got that. Spirit Guide. Oh no! Noob Stroker. You keep rocking, doing what you... You rock, keep doing what you do, don't stop. Thank you, Noob Stroker. I appreciate the donation. The old Grey Ogre beatdown commence. Oh no! Oh no, we need lands! We're gonna die to this Grey Ogre! We're gonna die to this Grey Ogre! Oh no! Oh no! They usually don't play wastes. See more Pikachu Rex. Oh no, don't play a 2-2. Don't do it. No! No, land. Oh, jeez. Well, at least if we draw one land out, we can play this and block. They've got that going for us, at least. Oh no, we're gonna lose. No, please, please, Great Worth. No, and a Jurgit? Oh no, please, please. I'm so sad. definitely lost games like this before. So, you know, one of the things about playing this deck, and if you've seen me play it before, you've heard me say this, just like the games that you win are really obnoxious a lot of the time, a lot of the games you lose are really obnoxious. So sad. GG's, opponent. GG's.